Hey, good morning. I'm sitting here waiting on my son at the orthodontist office, and I thought I would share a little thing about how practical meets cheap and cheap meets practical, practically cheap. Um, One of the things that is important to me as a result of being a bit of a gearhead is gas mileage. So we own two vehicles that aren't the greatest in terms of gas mileage. The one I'm driving right now is Sheila's Equinox, but it actually does pretty good for the size vehicle it is. The car, can hold all five of us if need be. It's not real convenient to have all five, especially for a long trip, but it does pretty good, for around town. For going to the store, getting stuff, and for Sheila driving regularly to work. It hauls all of her stuff that she needs for going to the schools. But most importantly, when we bought it, it was pulling in 29, 30 miles per gallon, typically on her everyday driving. Came time to get a new air filter in it, and I started looking and got back to my old gearhead days and realized that there was a K&N filter that was specifically for this vehicle, and was not a whole lot more. It was basically about twice as much money as buying a regular air filter, but went ahead and pulled the trigger on that, bought the K&N filter, put that in, and now as a result, you can see we are at 31.3 miles per gallon for this tank. So it has made about a 2 mile per gallon difference in fuel economy. That doesn't sound great, it's not earth shattering, but it adds up. And like I said, the filter was not a significant amount more than the standard filter. So that being said, that's one way of shaving a little bit of money off of our budget, is by investing in maintenance items that will increase your miles per gallon. Now, when I talk about miles per gallon, it's been a big topic on one of my towing boards for my RV. We pull our camper with our 2021 Tahoe, which is not rated at a very high mile per gallon. Around town, the best that I've gotten has been about 20 to 21 miles per gallon when towing, however, because our trailer is about 6,000 pounds, so it's a fairly decent load to be pulling around. When we put it in tow haul mode, we're getting about 8 to 9 miles per gallon. So pretty significant drop, but it's not out of the range of what you would normally expect when towing, especially a heavy rig like that. And there again, it's a vehicle that can haul that much weight and still have all of us as passengers. We have 7 people, in it as well. So one of the big debates has been electric vehicles. So now that there is the Ford Lightning, we have there's a Rivian truck that's available out there in the market. The topic has kind of kicked around a little bit about pulling the trailer with that. Well, unfortunately, so far they don't have a EV that can haul 7 people and the trailer. At least not that I've seen yet. But even if there was, in our area, and there again, this is where the cheap meets practical, the practical side of me looks at that and says, it's just not there yet. We don't have, where we live in North Carolina, we don't have the infrastructure to have the charging stations all over the place. I think there's like 2 in our whole town. So they're not practical yet. They're not there yet. Do you think that I'll ever get a electric vehicle? Not sure. So far, there again, the debate on towing, From what I understand, the Rivian pulls a 6,000 pound trailer with ease. You don't even know it's back there, but you still are charging about every 120 miles. So there again, not very practical. I'm not seeing that there's the practicality built in yet. If they could get the range up a little bit higher, I could make a case for it. And there again, you're looking at a 30 to 45 minute charge each time, even at the best charging rates. So not ready to pull the trigger on that yet, but just kind of giving you a heads up of why we choose what we do. Yeah, like I said, I'm all about gas mileage, but you wouldn't think so if I'm driving a Tahoe, but it does pretty good for what it is. Anyway, thanks again for joining us. Like, share, and subscribe if you see something that you like in what I'm talking about, and I will see you next time. Take care.